Alex Eala is definitely one of the country's most promising athletes in the world of tennis, and the Rafa Nadal Academy graduate looks to have a smashing year, literally and figuratively, ahead in 2024. But first, we'll look back on her prolific run in 2023, and joining us for an all-out conversation here for the first time inside the studios because of her very busy schedule and time difference is none other than the Filipino teen tennis sensation herself. I have to go up to her. Alex Eala is inside the studios of Sports Desk of CNN Philippines. Finally!
Finally,
Zoom.
yes.
What did you say kanina? You always see the studios.
The studio in Zoom. So it's even better in person.
Really?
Yes.
Okay,
yes.
are you okay there? You okay?
Yes,
all
I'm
right.
perfect.
First of all, Alex, thank you so much. Thank you to Troy, a photographer, for making this happen, coming by. Abangan nyo, Story of the Filipino, Alex Eala, here on CNN Philippines. How are you? How's the family? How's everything, Alex?
Everything's great. It's so always nice to be back home, and I'm training a lot. So I'm very excited for what's next. Yes.
And we'll talk about what's next. We're just in January, so mahaba pa to. We're just in the first month of the year. But let's talk about this, 2023. Great year for you. Congratulations to you.
Thank you so much.
What a year. No, that was a great year. So you won 2 International Tennis Federation events in Spain and in Great Britain. Then Alex also had 2 more second place finishes, a couple of semifinal finishes, and of course, 2 bronze medals in the Asian Games. Then you improve your ranking. Right now, you're at 187, and then you finished 2023 at 189. Let's talk about that amazing year for you. Alex, what a campaign. If you were to describe it for us, from your perspective, how would you describe your 2023, Alex?
I think 2023 definitely was not all achievement. I had a tough time, especially at the start of the year. I guess I wasn't performing or getting the results that I wanted. Despite working hard, I wasn't seeing kind of the fruit of the labor. But I'm super happy that I was able to turn it around in the second half.
As I mentioned earlier, you had a stellar Asian Games debut, 2 bronze medals. That was amazing. What was it like? I know we spoke about this on Zoom, but just getting your feet wet in the Asian Games, and of course, getting the competition there, and just competing there. Did it live up to your expectations?
Yes, it did. It was an amazing experience. I had never stayed in like an athlete's village before. So
First time?
Yeah, first time. First time to join Asian Games as well.
Yeah.
So everything was kind of new for me. I didn't really know what to expect. I just knew that the level was going to be pretty tough. It was tough. But I enjoyed every moment of it, to be able to be with the team and to have my family there as well.
You had fun, yes. And you're very close to your family. At least your family was there. Would you consider right away, like in the next Asian Games, sign me up, or you'll still think about it?
Well, of course, I love to be in that atmosphere. The next Asian Games is still very far away, but I always love to represent the country.
It was your first run in the Asian Games, and yet Filipino fans expected you to at least end the podium finish, and you did just that. Podium finish for you. Did that serve as an inspiration, or more of a motivation, or challenge, pressure, or you just tuned out the noise and say, I know it's my first Asian Games, people are expecting me to end on the podium. How did you use that to motivate you, and was it running in your head, the back of your head the whole time?
Well, I didn't know that they were expecting me to have a podium finish, but
that's good. No, that's good.
Yes, but I wanted one, and it was one of the big tournaments marked on my calendar, so I had a big preparation for that. And I just tried to enjoy everything. I fought with everything I had, and it was nice to see that atmosphere, to be able to show what I have in store.
What was your, you would say, your biggest realization about yourself in 2023 with everything that you went through? You said you started the year not as what you wanted. The results that you wanted, and then of course the Asian Games, you had a very successful run in different tournaments. But yung realization mo, what did you like realize na, about yourself?
I think I had a lot of important matches. Important in the sense that it reassured me that I was on the right path, and that I'm close to the top level, right? And it's super easy to say that you're there, you're almost there. If you keep working, you'll be there. But I think I had a lot of kumbaga milestone matches that made a big impression on me. Yeah.
People are, sometimes tend to forget that you're 18 years old. For you, I'm already 18 years old. But for some people, for a lot of people, even our producers kanina, they were like, di ba, si Kali sabi niya, 18 ka pa lang? And then other people, 18 pa lang. Let's all remember, not forget, Alex is just 18 years old. Do you feel na parang, because I've watched King Richard, di ba, film about the Williams sisters and their father. Na parang that sport, di ba, you age faster. Do you feel that, or no naman na, you still get to feel you're 18 years old. You're still a teenager.
Well, I think in certain aspects, of course, you need to be mature, especially now that I'm a professional. This is a career. At the end of the day, this is my job also.
Yeah.
So I think I was able to ease into that, and I think that I had some good values instilled in me from a young age. So. And a lot of good people that surround me, so I'm able to manage that pretty well.
Out of all the tournaments in 2023, what for you was the most memorable?
I think the Asian Games.
Definitely.
Maybe cliche, but it was wow. Like everything from the crowd to the facilities to wearing, Philippines on the back of your shirt. It's a different experience.
Oh naman, definitely.
And syempre, you only get it once every 4 years, so.
Parang Olympics kasi yan, di ba? Every
And to
4
be able
years.
to join that at 18,
Oh naman.
Get a medal. So it was really meaningful. Yeah.
Well, Alex, stay where you are. We're gonna maximize our time with you here. And we talked about 2023, but let's focus on this year, 2024. What are Alex Eala's goals and plans for the year of the Dragon, year in 2024? Alex will answer all those and a lot more coming your way. We'll just take a really quick time out. And after the break, tennis ace Alex Eala will still be here on the show. Stay tuned to Sports Desk, only on CNN Philippines, where we go all out for the day's top sports stories. Alex Eala in the house. Welcome back to Sports Desk, only here on CNN Philippines. As you can see, live inside the studio is none other than Filipino teen tennis superstar Alex Eala for the first time inside Sports Desk here on CNN Philippines kasi lagi kaming Zoom ni Alex. So Alex, we talked about 2023. Let's start here sa 2024. Talk about the Australian Open qualifiers. You came up short against Rebecca Peterson of Sweden, but still, it was a good run for you. So if you go back to Australian Open there in 2020 to start 2024, lessons that you learned.
In this Australian Open,
yes.
The lessons that I've learned. I think it's important for me to realize that even though I'm working very hard and giving everything that I can, everyone there in Australia or in any of the Grand Slams are also giving everything they can. So. I think I'll try not to take the loss too badly, but of course, just take the lessons from the match and then move on.
Okay, I want to put your, on here on the show, we get analysts, diba? So may mga basketball analysts, volleyball analysts, football analysts. Kunin natin si Alex direct, or two siya tayo. Ngayon, let's pretend, put your analyst hat. Okay, who do you think will win Australian Open? Give me your picks. Sige, kahit yung fearless forecast na magharap sa finals sa men's and sa women's. Up to you.
Well, I think sa men's, I'd love to see Djokovic and Alcaraz again. I think
Novak and Alcaraz, yes.
Every time they play, it's always such a high level of tennis. And, it's super fun to watch and it's incredible, the athleticism and just the rivalry, the respect they have for each other. And for the women's, I think Swiatek is
Iga Swiatek.
Iga is having a really good
yeah.
run. She's been having a really good run for a while.
Number one.
Number one. So yeah, I think she's playing
Sabalenka,
really well.
Coco Gauff, who do you have?
I have a feeling that Osaka will surprise
Wow, Naomi.
us.
Oh.
Yes.
Interesting.
I saw her playing, and
Yeah.
she's. I think she's doing really well, and she just came back from, I think, giving birth. So
Yeah.
I think she will surprise us. Yeah.
That's nice, huh? Wow, I like that. In the men's, Alcaraz and Novak again, and then in the women's, Iga Swiatek and Naomi Osaka. That will be a really nice, kumbaga, interesting matchups in the Australian Open. And maybe you can be our full-time analyst here.
I don't think you'd want that.
No, we want that. Okay, I'm sure, to say the least, kumbaga, you wanted to go further. There's a little bit of disappointment. That being said, after this, now you're here and then you're going back. When are you leaving and where are you going next?
So I leave on Thursday for India. So I have 2 tournaments there, and then after that it's still kind of foggy. Yeah. I don't have like a concrete schedule after that. Yeah.
And then your plans for this year, are you planning to compete in all the slams? French?
Well, that's the goal, definitely, and I'm going to work towards being able to do that.
And of course, Paris Olympics. I want to go to Paris. I hope they send me to Paris.
I'd love to go to Paris.
No, are you going to Paris? What's the plan? What's the look there?
I would love to. And Olympics is obviously one of my dreams. It's one of the biggest stages for athletes, but it's a complicated process to get in and very difficult. So right now, I'm not so sure I'll be going. Yeah.
I've always been curious about asking you this. Kasi diba, when we talk about sa tennis, iba-iba naman din yan. May grass court, may clay, diba? May hard. And meron yung king of clay, diba?
Si Rafa.
Si Rafa. You, ano yung preference ka ba? Or you feel na, I'm better on the grass or I'm better on the clay?
Well, I grew up on hard court, really.
Hard court, okay.
Yeah, so that is what I prefer normally. But I think it's important for a player to be well-rounded in all of the surfaces. Yeah.
Alex, you're just 18 years old. Of course, ang May pa birthday mo. Gemini. Winsies. What else does an Alex Eala want to achieve or go to this year, the year after that, in the next 3 years, 5 years, 10 years? Ano pa yung, because you still have a lot ahead of you at 18 years old, Alex.
Yeah, well, there's so many things I want to achieve if we're talking about my whole career. Of course, winning Grand Slams, becoming world number 1, those are all part of my goals. And I think for me, the goal of my career is just to reach my full potential. And short term, talking about short term, the goal for this year is to play all of the 4 Grand Slams. So I have one down.
One down,
one
to go.
down, and hopefully maybe qualify to the main draw.
Yeah. What else do you want to, kumbaga, kasi ang dami ngayon, kasi if we talk about, di ba, syempre dito sa Pilipinas, basketball, volleyball, football, di ba? Ikaw lang pambato namin sa tennis eh. But what do you want to tell the fans and those looking up to you and saying, I want to be the next Alex Eala. I also want to be like Alex, compete in the slams and, and play internationally.
Yes. Well, I think if you're going to take any sport seriously, not just tennis, you really have to love it and you have to nurture your relationship with that sport because it's not always going to be easy. Of course, when you take up, for example, tennis as a hobby, whenever you do it, you're going to have fun, you're going to be laughing, but then the reality is most of the time you're going to be super tired, you're going to have to do things that you don't want to do or when you're not in the mood to do it. So the only thing or one of the biggest things that will get you through that is the love you have for the sport.
May pahabol na question mga fans dito eh.
Okay.
What would you say is your dream, sinong gusto mong dream matchup?
Oh!
Yes.
Like,
sinong gustong dream na makalaban ni Alex? Dream matchup mo?
Like ever?
Yeah.
Or, I would have loved to play Lina. Yes. Or Sharapova.
Sharapova. Okay.
Yes. So those two growing up, I think I idolize them a lot. Sharapova, I don't know why. It's just something about how she fought. And she was the first one of kind of like icons that I would see on TV. And of course, Lina, because she represented Asia. And I didn't see a lot at that time. Yeah.
Lastly, your message to all the fans, all the Filipinos supporting you here and around the world, wherever you go, I'm sure, di ba? Ang dami mga Filipinos supporting you. What do you want to tell them, Alex? This is your camera right here.
Well, I just wanted to say maraming salamat sa suporta. Sa lahat na nanonood sa akin and all the people who are following my journey. I just want to say thank you, and I'm working really hard to make you guys proud and to put out and show the best of my abilities.
Alex, maraming salamat sa iyo. 2023 was great run. Yekla in Spain, champion in Spain, semifinalist in Vitoria Gasteiz. I hope I said it right. And Roehampton, Great Britain, you're also champion. Aldershot, second place. Luxembourg, second place. Great year for you. Currently, 187 ang ranking. Your highest was 185. We are rooting for you. Maraming salamat. One and only
so
Filipino
much.
teen tennis sensation inside the studios of Sports CNN Philippines, Miss Alex Eala. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Kung ito yung last, ha?
No, of
Or
course
Zoom lang.
not. Of course not.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Again, Alex Eala.